Your prefrontal cortex, the very command center of your consciousness, cannot actually multitask. It performs one complex cognitive operation at a time, sequentially, not simultaneously. Every single time you think you are doing two things at once, your brain is actually performing an incredibly rapid, incredibly draining switch between tasks, leaving a trail of mental debris in its wake. This isn't efficiency. It's a neurological illusion that profoundly undermines your capacity to focus. In the next few minutes, you will uncover the precise brain mechanisms responsible for this cognitive trap, understanding exactly why rapid context switching isn't just inefficient, but actively detrimental to your focus. We will delve into a phenomenon neuroscientists call attention residue and expose the true cognitive load incurred with each task shift. This insight will fundamentally alter how you approach every single item on your to-do list, unlocking a level of deep, focused work you might never have imagined possible. Imagine your prefrontal cortex, that extraordinary region just behind your forehead, not as a sprawling, open-plan office where multiple projects run in parallel, but rather as a highly specialized, incredibly powerful scientific instrument. This instrument excels at deep, intricate analysis, but it has one critical design limitation. It can only truly process one primary data stream with full fidelity at any given moment. When you attempt to switch from, say, analyzing a complex report to answering an email, your brain doesn't simply snap to the new task. Instead, it undergoes a taxing reorientation process. It has to close down the mental files for the first task, load up the new files for the email, and then engage. But here's the insidious part. It doesn't fully close those original files. Portions of your attention, snippets of your cognitive processing, remain tethered to the previous task, even as you attempt to engage with the new one. This lingering mental echo is what Dr. Sophie Leroy eloquently described as attention residue in her groundbreaking 2009 study. She found that when individuals switch tasks, their performance on the new task is significantly impaired if they are still thinking about the old task. It's like trying to listen to a new conversation while an earlier, half-heard conversation still buzzes in your mind, demanding resolution. This isn't just a minor distraction. It's a quantifiable drag on your mental resources, a constant, low-level drain on your cognitive battery. Your brain is trying to be helpful, attempting to hold on to information from the prior task in case you need to return to it. But in doing so, it severely compromises its ability to fully dedicate itself to the present. The result is a persistent feeling of being overwhelmed, a nagging sense that you're always playing catch-up, never quite giving any single task the complete, undivided mental bandwidth it truly deserves. And this residual attention, this mental debris, is far more costly than you could ever imagine. Stop right there. How often do you find yourself jumping between a spreadsheet, then a chat message, then a browser tab, then back to the spreadsheet, all within a span of minutes? Most of us call that being productive. We wear it as a badge of honor. But the science unequivocally states that this constant context switching isn't just making you less efficient, it's actively degrading the quality of your work and the very structure of your focus. Every single switch incurs a cognitive switching cost. This isn't some abstract concept. It's a measurable reduction in both speed and accuracy. Pioneering research by Rubenstein, Meyer, and Evans in 2001 demonstrated that even brief mental blocks during task switching add up to significant time losses, especially when the tasks are complex. We're not talking about mere seconds here. Estimates suggest that constant switching can reduce productive time by as much as 40%. 40%! Think about that. Nearly half of your potential output simply vanishing into the ether of rapid task changes. It's like trying to drive a car with one foot on the accelerator and the other lightly on the brake, constantly. You burn more fuel, you cover less ground efficiently, and the ride is jarring. This switching cost manifests in slower processing times, an increase in errors, and a diminished ability to grasp and retain complex information. Each switch forces your brain to reconfigure its neural pathways, load new rules, and retrieve different sets of information. It's a complete mental reboot, over and over again, leaving your brain exhausted long before the workday is over. You might feel busy, constantly moving between items, but you're operating at a fraction of your cognitive capacity, experiencing what feels like frantic motion rather than genuine, impactful progress. This isn't multitasking. This is cognitive self-sabotage, an insidious enemy of deep, meaningful work, robbing you of your most valuable mental asset, your sustained, undivided attention. The solution, then, is not to simply try harder, but to fundamentally restructure your work habits to align with your brain's natural operating system. Here are 3 precise, brain-based techniques you can implement today to reclaim your focus and unleash your full cognitive power. First, embrace the power of focused, deep work sprints. Choose a single high-priority task and dedicate a specific, uninterrupted block of time to it. Start with, say, 60 or 90 minutes. During this period, eliminate all external distractions. Turn off notifications, close irrelevant browser tabs, put your phone in another room on silent. The goal is to create an environment where your prefrontal cortex can lock onto one task and stay there, allowing it to move beyond the initial reorientation phase and truly immerse itself. As your brain settles into this sustained engagement, it begins to form robust neural pathways for that task, fostering a state known as flow, where productivity becomes effortless and time seems to disappear. You will experience a palpable difference in the depth of your analysis and the quality of your output. Second, implement task batching. Instead of responding to emails as they arrive or making calls sporadically throughout the day, group similar tasks together. Designate specific blocks of time, perhaps 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the afternoon, solely for email processing. Do the same for phone calls, administrative paperwork, or creative brainstorming. By engaging in multiple instances of the same type of task within a concentrated period, you significantly reduce the cognitive switching costs. Your brain remains in a consistent operating mode, leveraging the same neural networks repeatedly, rather than having to constantly recalibrate for entirely different cognitive demands. This strategy minimizes the attention residue and maximizes the efficiency within each batch. Think about that for a moment. Third, establish an operatable digital boundary. Your smartphone and computer are powerful tools, but also potent sources of constant interruption. Every notification, every ping, every flashing icon is a direct assault on your prefrontal cortex's ability to maintain focus. Implement a strict do not disturb protocol during your deep work sprints. Crucially, go beyond simply silencing notifications. Use website blockers for social media or news sites during focused periods. These external cues are incredibly powerful at triggering unwanted task switches, even if you don't fully engage with the distraction. By proactively removing these digital temptations, you protect your brain from the involuntary context switching that constantly fragments your attention. You are not just managing distractions, you are actively optimizing your brain's environment for peak performance. You are not merely a user of your brain, you are its architect. You are no longer someone helplessly bounced between digital demands and endless interruptions. Instead, you are a deliberate cognitive strategist, someone who understands the intricate workings of their own neural machinery and designs their environment to work with their brain's natural capabilities, not against them. You now possess the scientific blueprint to command your focus, to orchestrate your attention, and to sculpt your days into profound wells of productivity. This understanding isn't just about getting more done, it's about doing better, thinking deeper, and engaging with your work on a level that feels truly empowering. This newfound understanding of your brain's true capacity for focused, single-minded work empowers you to build an unstoppable force of productivity. The choice to protect your attention from the insidious drain of context switching is the most powerful decision you can make for your output. Master these strategies, fortify your focus, and witness the extraordinary results. And for an even deeper dive into unlocking the hidden power within your own neural networks, stay tuned for what comes next.